We're in the heart of summertime, and Alabama's bounty's on display at farms all across the state. Sweet Grown Alabama's Ashling Walding is with us once again to tell us what's in season for August.
August has so many wonderful things in season, Kevin. It is the time to enjoy so many wonderful products, especially sweet corn. I love sweet corn. It's one of my favorites. You can go pick it up from a farm, or sometimes you can just eat some, right out in the field because it's just as good that way.
And that surprised me the first time I saw somebody do that. They said, no, try it. And it is. It's great just standing in the field and all. But if you go to a farm, pay for it before you do that.
Yeah, don't just eat all the product and then leave.
That's right. Now, another thing that people love about summertime is watermelon.
Absolutely. Watermelon is one of the summertime staples. I feel like it is just so good, especially when you're sitting by the pool or you're at the lake and you cut into a nice deep red watermelon. A lot of folks get a little worried about how to pick out the best watermelon. You can't really see what's on the inside when you just look at it, but if you look for a watermelon that has nice big webbing or has a big yellow belly on it, that means that it sat in the field long enough to get nice and ripe. And the webbing, it's had time to absorb a lot of water, it's had time to ripen there. That's how you know it's a good watermelon. A lot of folks think you can just slap on them, and that might work a little bit. I know you like to do that, but there are some other ways you can tell if it's a good watermelon.
I had never understood people slapping a watermelon or thumping it. I was like, what are you listening for? Well, you just know.
You just
know.
know,
You don't.
yeah. When your dad takes you and they're like, pick out a good watermelon, and they're thumping on it,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, well, tomatoes still are in season. I love a tomato sandwich.
I know. They are wrapping up, so if you haven't had the chance to go get an Alabama tomato, please do, because they're wrapping up. A lot of folks are ending those. You can get nice red tomatoes, or you can get lots of heirloom tomatoes, different types of tomatoes that you want to go ahead and get before the season is done.
Another thing that a lot of people may not think about is plums. Now, my wife loves green plums. I mean, she and her dad will almost make themselves sick on green plums, but I love these nice red ones.
Yes, I love a good plum. Those are still in season. They came in the season, a couple weeks ago, so folks have been enjoying those, and they are so delicious. A great refreshing snack as well as all this other produce.
Okay, talk about these.
The peas, yes. So a lot of folks, you've been enjoying peas for a couple months now, but a lot of farmers will fall crop peas. So you can have different crops of peas throughout the year. And my favorite time right now is to put them up. So if you're getting peas kind of at the end of summer, you can get a bunch, you can blanch them, you can put them in bags, and you can freeze them to enjoy the entire winter.
So you have a taste of summertime during
the
the cold weather.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Ashling, thanks for being with us today. Once again, tell us how folks can find all this fresh produce near them.
Sure thing. All you have to do is visit sweetgrownalabama.org, type in your zip code, whatever product you're looking for, and get connected directly with farmers.
Ashling, thanks for being here once again. So it's supper time, but you need to go to the grocery store. Well, chances are if you're rumbling around in the pantry, you can find a can of tomatoes and maybe some macaroni. Stacy Little will show you how to turn those basic ingredients into a simple supper when Simply Southern continues.
Human conflicts with wildlife are common, often because we develop lands that were once fields and forests. Discover how Alabama Extension helps you avoid wildlife issues close to home. Some of the most common backyard nuisance species here in Alabama include raccoons, possums, armadillos, and squirrels.
There are a lot of things people can do changing their own behaviors that will help resolve these conflicts. Keeping a tidy yard is one of the best ways to keep unwanted wildlife away. Try to eliminate yard waste like brush piles. Keep the trees and shrubs trimmed back. Consider what you're planting around your house. You might like hostas, but deer also love hostas. So maybe plant something different. People like ponds on their yard, but ponds will attract wildlife. If you have pets, it's okay to feed them outside if you need to, but especially at nighttime, bring that pet food in. Similarly, if you have a bird feeder, clean up underneath it. Birds are one of the most heavily protected groups of wildlife there is. And that means that if there is a nest and there are eggs or nestlings in it, you can't touch it. Now, before their eggs or after the babies have left the nest, then it's okay to remove it. One technique that can scare birds away is called scare tape, and it's this reflective tape that they don't like seeing their reflection or the light bouncing off of it. So if they were nesting on my porch, I can see if that'll keep them away. Bird feeders are a great way to bring wildlife that we want into our backyard. Be mindful, though, that seed that falls on the ground can attract things like mice, squirrels, and even the snakes that are going after those mice. There is no silver bullet to keep snakes out of your yard. One recommendation is to keep the grass short. Beyond that, animals like hawks eat venomous snakes. So the more cover a snake has, including long grass, the more likely it is to move through an area. Remember that out of all of our snakes in Alabama, only 6 of them are venomous.
Visit aces.edu to learn more.
What we eat, what we wear. It all starts somewhere. And if it's good, it usually starts with a farmer. And that somewhere is right here in Alabama. In a field, in a barn, on a tractor. Right now, there's a farmer starting something good for all of us. And it all starts right here in Alabama.
Alabama PALS, People Against a Littered State, is a statewide organization that has many programs that can benefit your county, school, city, or community. The Alabama Adopt a Mile program, the Don't Drop It on Alabama Spring Cleanup, the Alabama Coastal Cleanup, and the Alabama Clean Campus program are all programs available to you and your respective groups. Join with Alabama PALS and let's do our part in making Alabama truly Alabama the Beautiful. For more information, go to alpals.org.
Vacations are fun, but they can also be expensive. As you pack your bags, don't leave possible savings behind. Alabama Farmers Federation members receive 20% off stays at Choice Hotels, which include upscale chains like Cambria and mid-scale options like Clarion and Quality Inn. You'll sleep soundly knowing you save so much. For details, visit alphafarmers.org/perks and click on the Hotels and Travel category. It's just one of the perks of being an Alabama Farmers Federation member.
For more Simply Southern, follow us on social media. And while you're online, visit our website, simplysouthern.tv.net. Simply Southern continues in a moment.
Buying from local farms has turned healthy eating into an adventure for the kids.
Beef tastes even better when you know the farmers who raise it. I love a good steak, and it's nice knowing that our local ranchers are helping our environment.
I do like a little honey in my tea. Keeping my money in the local economy by buying from Alabama farmers makes it taste even sweeter.
Bring the farm to your home. Discover what's growing near you at sweetgrownalabama.org.